Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rachel. If it's your first time here, thank you for joining me in my little corner of the internet. Today I have a 2019 favorites for you. So I've been trying to film this since yesterday. Found my SD card, lost my SD card, still can't find my SD card, so I'm just using my 4GB SD card. I don't know why this keeps happening to me, but I keep finding and losing my bigger SD card right when I need it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started, but without further ado, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of crazy. I started this channel, you know, just for fun, and it still is just for fun. I buy a lot of makeup, I wear a lot of makeup. So I figured I love YouTube, I watch YouTube, and I just started it and not really expecting anything, and I had a yearly goal of 1,000 subscribers, and I was like, if I hit it, I hit it, cool. If I don't, I don't. But within the nick of time, I did hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much. Speaking of yearly faves, I'm going to be collaborating with one of my favorites here on YouTube. Her name is Anusheh. Oh my gosh, I'm hoping some of you guys know about her channel. I actually found her through comments. She actually commented on one of my earlier videos, so we've been subscribed to each other since like early this year. She was just so sweet and supportive. She didn't even mention that she had a channel, but I was just being sneaky because her photo was so beautiful on her icon thing, and I was just like, she probably makes videos. Got curious, went onto her channel, and you know, almost quit YouTube because it really hurt my feelings that she was so good at editing, and she's like started around this year too. So I was like, I thought I was doing okay for, you know, it was just starting out this year, but seeing her videos, seeing how she edits, I was like, well then just flex on me, Jesus Christ. All kidding aside, she is so talented, she's so beautiful, she's so well spoken, unlike me. I don't think she ever curses. I don't think she does, but I could be wrong, but I'm just so distracted by her beautiful accent that everything that comes out of her mouth sounds very articulate and very eloquent, whereas me, as you guys know, I'm just including the parts where I mess up all the time because I have a stuttering problem. But yeah, I hope you guys check out her channel. She's one of my favorites. She's so good at explaining why she likes products, why she doesn't like products, and she's good at swatching and all of the above, explaining the entire brand. I think she has a few videos where she talks about the entire brand in such depth that I can't even compare. But if you guys are wanting for if you guys are looking for some more quality content, please go check her out. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started into my 2019 faves. So I think Anusheh and I have like similar like preferences when it comes to skin. I like glowy skin. I'm like normal to dry. I went through a really rough patch like earlier this past couple of months. I went through a retinol phase where my skin was, oh no, I couldn't put makeup on, I couldn't put lotion on. It was stinging and burning when I was using this retinol. So anyway, I'm going to talk about that in the fails, but I'm going to go ahead and start with my favorites if I can stop rambling about nothing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started back with the foundation. So this Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation is a later find within the year. It is cruelty free. It's an argan oil foundation. There aren't too many shades of this from my memory, but I can definitely tell it is a favorite because it doesn't sink into my forehead line, which I don't know why some foundations do and some foundations don't, because I don't feel like I have like a really prominent line there, but sometimes foundation just happens to stick there, maybe because I'm drier and I do make facial expressions and I just do this with my forehead a lot. It just makes my skin look so healthy and so much like I drink a glass of water every hour of the day. So this has been a big favorite, and it comes with a pump right here, so it's just easy to use whenever you're ready to go. The next foundation fave is actually pretty surprising to me because I just kind of bought this for like my full face of RMS and wasn't really expecting much from the foundation because the concealer didn't wow me as much as I thought. I was hoping it'd be like the Glossier concealer with a little bit more of a hold, but actually the foundation is what really impressed me this year. It comes in a potted formula, so it's probably why it's not like my #1 fave. I think that Josie Maran from this year was my fave because it's just easier to use. But this potted formula, it kind of congeals if it's like cold enough, so it doesn't like slide around too much, so you don't have to worry too much about it spilling everywhere. But this, I am sure you guys have seen my video. If you haven't, I'll link it if I can figure out how to do that. I don't know how to work YouTube, so yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen that video, and if you haven't, this makes my skin look so glowy. I think this comes in a lot more shades than the Josie Maran foundation does. It's cruelty free. It does have coconut oil in it, so if you do have a sensitivity to coconut oil, I wouldn't recommend it. But for me, I personally have had no problems with it. I can't be really sure because I was dealing with a bit of congestion underneath my chin and like places around my forehead and stuff that I never really had congestion with, but that also could be due to my retinol. So once I like switched my skincare over to stop using that retinol, it did clear up. So I'm not completely sure, but from what my impressions are, this didn't really break me out at all, and it's been really, really good to wear to the office. When I wear to the office, people just compliment me on my skin, and that's just like a overall feeling for this entire video. It's all products that I always have with me when I like wearing day to day. I don't have to think about it. They're just things I can trust. They're probably not the most exciting things, but for me, they're just staples within the year that I've come to love. And then the last foundation product I have here is the Ever Polarizing Nude Sticks Tinted Cover. When I made this video, I mentioned that it was pretty affordable for what it was, and people were kind of upset because it's like $35 for I don't know. I don't think it's a full ounce. What does it say? Yeah, so 0.68 fluid ounces. I didn't check to see how many ounces. I didn't check to see how many ounces this foundation was, so I just kind of like blankly made that comment. Won't happen again. But at the time, I thought it was pretty good for the price, because foundations, like these foundations, they come with a lot more product. This is a full ounce, and this is a full ounce, I believe, or maybe more. I'm not sure. Yep, no, a fluid ounce, and they all range within the 45 to like 55 range. So I guess in the moment when I was buying this $35 foundation, I thought it was affordable, but it's really not. It comes out to even more than both of those. So if this isn't really like in your budget, go with one of the other ones. But this foundation is so dewy. It's so nice. It's sheer. I just love wearing it. It's comfortable. It's like a Korean skin foundation formulation, so I love that too, because I can't use a lot of Korean products anymore because I have gone cruelty free. Another thing I think I didn't mention is that it does have lavender oil, so if you're sensitive to essential oils, that might be a problem for you. I personally have no problems with essential oils, but I know essential oils can be very, very, very irritating, and I just didn't do enough research for that video. I guess I just assumed a lot of things, and I do apologize for that. But besides all that, I still love this foundation. It's been one of my favorites go-to for the year, but I will say I am getting pretty low on it, and I don't use it every day, so it's all like your personal preference. You have to consider everything, but I know that was a huge drawback for a lot of people. Okay, and then what should I go with next? I'll go with like bronzing products, contour bronzing products. Okay, so I have the first one I have here was a real big surprise to me. I can't believe this has become such a favorite. This is the Westman Atelier Biscuit contour stick. Face Trace Contour Stick. This is a pricey little baby. For a while, the Fenty Mocha was one of my favorites, but this has taken its place because it's a lot more blendable. It's a lot easier to apply. I use it every day, and there's still a good amount of product. I feel like these kind of products, cream products, never really run out very fast. From the entire Westman Atelier line, this is one product I would recommend if you're considering it. I will say this is the only color, so if you're not like my skin tone, it's really, really hard. But if you don't mind like the Fenty like cream to powder formula, that color in Mocha is very good also if you're looking for like another replacement. But this is just like my 2019, and this is what I've been using for most of 2019, so there you go. This was like a earlier warmer favorite, but I felt like I just used this so much that I had to talk about it. So the Natasha Denona Tan Palette. I'm a dumbass and didn't know I could use this glow, oh my gosh, it looks disgusting, this glow cream base as a like a bronzer, like that you place underneath. I had no idea what it was for. I thought it was like 3 highlighters in one palette. Once I figured that out though, I really enjoyed this palette. I had to like stop myself from using this palette because I felt like I was using it up too fast. This tan palette was a earlier this year favorite, but because I'm like in winter, it's a little bit like colder. I've been going for like more matte stuff, and that's why the Westman Atelier has been like what I've been using more so on the day-to-day. But this is completely different from the Westman Atelier because it's like more of a bronzer color, but this kind of works for like, well, I wouldn't say super light complexions, but like medium, light medium to like deeper complexions. So if you are considering that, I really like this palette this year. And then the last bronzer product I have is Nude Sticks Bondi Bay. I think I like said in that video where I did the full face of nude sticks that this like wasn't one of my favorite cream bronzer products, and now it is. I'm confused. Just like the Westman Atelier, this is just so easy to blend. It's a bit like thicker, so it doesn't like apply, like when you blend it out, it doesn't like blend as easy, but it is a very comparable dupe. And if you don't feel like splurging on this Westman Atelier product, this is a very good like comparable product. But I will say the Westman Atelier biscuit, like I can never say this name, Face Trace Contour Stick, it just has a cooler tone than the Bondi Bay does. I haven't tried the other colors from this bronzer line, but I don't remember there being like a super like neutral cool toned color. So for that reason, I combine these on the day-to-day and wear them together, and that's what's on my face right now too. So if you are looking for like good cream bronzers, as you guys know, I'm a dry girl. I like looking dewy, so it's just cream makes more sense for me nowadays. It just looks effortless, if I do so say myself. Okay, and then I guess I'll hop back over to concealers because I only have 2 concealer favorites from the year. The first one being the Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer. This was also a later year find, but as you guys know, I love the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. That's like my holy grail concealer, but I can't use it anymore because it is not cruelty free. Oh, NARS. So I decided to pick this one up because I was picking the foundation up, and oh my gosh, this is the concealer of my dreams. This is exactly what I wanted. Glossier, what is that concealer called? But you know, the one, the potted, that's what I wanted this, like the consistency to be. I like that it has like a doe foot. I just prefer these over like a potted formula. But it just leaves you looking so dewy, but it still gives you coverage. It blends well, and I've had this problem with concealers where when I put it underneath my chin and around my pore area, it starts collecting and starts looking weird. I haven't had that problem with this one, so I think this is going to be my holy grail concealer. Thank goodness it's cruelty free too. And then the next one I have here is the Hourglass Veil Natural Concealer. This one's just like a not as dewy concealer, but it is still like really lightweight. It blends really easily, and this is a later year find too, but I've really been liking this, and I feel like these 2 concealers are all I ever will need in life. This one for more of like, I'm wanting to look more dewy. This one for like more like, this is more of a natural finish, so if I want to like conceal like spots, this is a little bit better. So easy peasy. And I heard Hourglass is coming out with a new concealer, so I'm excited to try that out when it comes out too. Oh gosh. And then I have some lip products. No, actually I'm gonna go into some blush products because I have quite a lot. The first little potted cheek tint here is from Tata Harper. This is very popular. This is just such a pretty, okay, it looks gross in the pot right now because I've used it a bunch of times, but this is such a freaking pretty pink dewy cheek color. It just makes you look like your cheeks are just like so healthy, so juicy. And it's like one of those pink colors that really help you make you look awake. So I tend to go for like more peachy stuff and more like neutral stuff, but that doesn't really look good when you're like wearing very minimal makeup because it's like so obvious because you naturally don't blush peach, you know? So this Tata Harper one is a really good natural one, and I've really been liking it. The next set of blushes, it ain't no surprise here, is the Nude Sticks blushes. The two dewy blushes of the year that were my complete favorite, they're all amazing, but these were the ones I reached for the most, were Sweet Peach Peony and Cherry Blossom Babe. They're just like so dewy, and they are kind of similar like in texture and like the look on the cheeks as a Tata Harper, whereas in the nude one is the more natural one, the more like, I don't want to say matte, I guess it says matte, but I don't really consider this to be like matte. This color is beautiful. I wear this all the time and have for the past couple of years, and I just don't feel like you can beat in the nude. You just can't. If you don't want to look overly dewy, this is a good formula, but it won't make you look like powdery dry. And then some of my favorite Sunny's Face blushes of the year: Peached and Biscuits. I just keep them in these boxes because it really confuses me. I don't know why. I also think I just have a hoarding problem with boxes. I just want to keep them all. And Biscuit. So these are like the more neutral peachy tones. I usually tend to like those, so it's no surprise there. These are more matte formula, I would say, even though they're like creamy. They're cream to powder formula, so they're very pigmented and they last a long time. And I just really like Sunny's Face as a brand. They're also cruelty free, which is amazing. They're a Filipino brand. I love it to death, and I get compliments on this product all the time whenever I wear it. As you can see, I've really made a dent in these products. Like I've almost hit pan in the highlighters. The blushes are so stunning, and this palette is so amazing. It's just so little and so cute. I just wish it had a mirror, but every time I wear that blush color, people like ask me what blush color I'm wearing. It's like a really pretty like poppy pink color, coral color I would say. And then the highlighters, I wear them mixed together, and they're just like that glowy, like, I don't know why I'm showing you my cheek because I'm not wearing it right now, but it's usually what I tend to go for, is what I'm saying. It's like that glowy, like not shimmery, more like, yeah, I'm sweating, but I'm not sweaty, I'm glistening kind of look. So this palette has been a fave, and I always have it with me, just in case. I don't know why. Okay, so for highlighters, I don't have that many here. I think I just have that highlighter from the RMS Beauty, the Living Luminizers, and then this highlighter from Nude Sticks, Hey Honey. Fun fact, the Tom Ford, I forget what it's called, but it's like the Soleil collection. They have like this blush and highlighter stick. That was what really like started my whole like highlighter kick, like cream highlighter kick, and ever since then I've been buying highlighters to try to imitate that look that I get from the Tom Ford, and this one definitely comes close. This is the Hey Honey highlighter from Nude Sticks. It just gives you a very like luminescent, glowy kind of highlighter. If you're not into that, you're more into like in your face highlighters, this probably won't be for you, but for me personally, I just like looking glowy, and I love this highlighter. The Natasha Denona Sunrise palette And who was expecting this? I know I wasn't. When I bought this palette, it was merely for reviews, and actually I've grown to love this palette so much. I've really made a dent in this palette, even though it doesn't look like it. I like the size of it. I wish Natasha would just stick to this size so it's more accessible to more people. I just like the colors in this palette. It's just fiery, warm, and I like it even more than her sunset palette. I can't explain it. Is the Rowan 75 degrees palette. Oh my gosh, I've used this to death going to work. I have used this to death. I just love how these look on the lid. They're like my glossy dreams. They're everything I wanted. They're a bit shimmery, but they don't look tacky, and they just look like a sophisticated, shiny, glossy eye, which is everything I wanted in an eyeshadow. And I can't wait for them to add another eyeshadow palette to their collection, because their eyeshadow palettes are my favorite. And then the next one I have is the same palette, but in the cooler kind. This is the 52 degree palette. You guys have seen me do a review on these. I love them. And I also did, I was also able to take over their Instagram, so if you watched that, how cool is that? I didn't even have 1,000 subscribers when that happened, so that just blows my mind that I was able to do this video for a brand I really like. And moving forward, that's really like all I would want to do, is work with brands I fully support. These products are cruelty free and they're glorious and beautiful, and I'm so glad they are cruelty free because I can continue to use them as I move forward with my cruelty free journey. This is like a random, like I didn't think this was gonna be a favorite eye polish. So this is the RMS eye polish Solar. Bought this for the video, didn't expect I was gonna like it so much. This is like what I wear to the office when I'm like, I don't know what I want to wear. I just want to look glowy, pretty, shiny. And this is such a pretty like eye gloss that just stays bronzy on your eye, and it doesn't, I don't know, like every time you wear it, your eyelids just look so healthy, and I just love this product. A new brand launch from this year was the Victoria Beckham line. So my favorites from her collection were the lid lusters, and I have all of them here, but my favorite of my favorites, if I wanted you to pick up like two, it'd be the mink lid luster, because this color is so unique. It's cool tone, but it's not cool tone to like the point where like it makes you look dead. It's stunning, and there's really like no color like this on the market that I've ever tried. I love the lid lusters, and I would definitely recommend mink from all of them. For lip products, I think you guys already know my favorite lip products of the year. My favorite find of the year was the Patrick Ta She's Strong lip liner. This replaced my Pat McGrath contour lip liner, because I had to replace that one because Pat McGrath is not cruelty free, sadly. Also, She's Confident. The lip creme has been amazing. And I also love his, as I was saying, I love the Patrick Ta lip products from this year. I love his lip gloss too. I forget what it's called. I think it's called She's an Influencer. I don't know, whatever. The one with that's clear with just like the gold specks. That has been a really big favorite of mine for this year. I just don't know where I put it. I know it's in one of my bags because I carry it with me all the time, so I can't seem to find it, but the lip products from Patrick Ta really blew me away this year, and they're cruelty free, so thank you, Patrick. Okay, and then a couple of Bite lip glosses here. I feel bad for mentioning these because I don't think you can get them anymore, but they were a favorite of mine from this year, and I went to the Bite Beauty store on Larchmont in LA to do like a personal lip color mixing with my friends, and I made my own lipstick color, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. But while I was there, I picked up another one of the French press lip glosses in Dirty Chai. I love these lip glosses, so I already knew. I just needed to have it before they were all completely gone. This one I've used to death. This one's called Vanilla Latte. I love these on top of like nude lips because it just is like concealer nude in the best way possible. Like, makes your lips look huge and glossy. And there is another color that I really love, but that's another product that I put in my bag somewhere. Can't find it. So yeah, love this lip gloss. Wish they were making it permanent, but hopefully they come out with like similar lip glosses. And I'm mentioning these because they're different from the Patrick Ta like clear lip gloss, because these are like pigmented lip glosses, so they have a lot of like color to them, and they're like a lip color in itself, and they're shiny, but they're not like the Patrick Ta one just makes your lips look like dripping with saliva. I don't know, but these kind of are like a little more subdued. They're still really glossy, but they have like that color to them, so they're just very, very stunning. They actually kind of do remind me of this Patrick Ta like She's Confident lip cream, but this like kind of mattes down, not matte, but like it like gets more comfortable and not as shiny as you wear it throughout the day. And some of the lipsticks that I love the most from Sunny's Face is this hot sauce color. Oh my gosh, this red is so stunning and it's so comfortable. Their lipstick formulas are amazing. I like all of them, but if I'm talking about the ones I use the most, I wore hot sauce a lot this year. This is Vacay, which is like a peachy papaya color. I think that's what they describe it as, but this one is so pretty and they're so comfortable. They're like one of the best lipstick formulas I've ever tried. I think right now you can purchase them from the same site I got them from, so I'll link that site below. But also they did like a collab with Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, so I think some of these sets are available, so I'll go ahead, if I can find them, if it's still available, I'll go ahead and link their collab as well, because Rosie's amazing. So if I keep saying so. Okay, and then the last like cheek product I think I have here, I feel like I'm forgetting some, but well, is this RMS, ew, this looks disgusting, Signature Set Mod Collection. One more lip product for you. How could I forget? The Lisa Eldridge Velvet Matte Lipsticks. Oh my god, these are stunning. I'm not gonna go through all of these to try and find the colors because I just have them all in here, but the three reds, the original three reds, are my favorite. Velvet Jazz, Velvet Morning, Velvet Ribbon. They are all you really, really need if you're looking for a red. Orangey red, real true red, or a deeper like sexy red. I feel like those are stunning. They're beautiful. Like if I had to choose of the collections, I would choose those three and I'd be okay with them. But I do have all the darker ones and the nude ones, and they're stunning as well. It's just if I was being really nitty picky, those are the ones I would choose, and those are the ones I bought for my friend, because when you're looking for a really good red that's pigmented, that stays on your lips, that won't look dry and disgusting, I just feel like this was such a good find for me. And you can't beat the aesthetics of Lisa Eldridge, man. Like, she really puts a lot of heart and soul into her products, and they're cruelty free. Some of her products, some of her lipsticks are vegan, I just don't know which one off the top of my head. So cruelty free, very good red lipsticks that look like collector's items because they look like velvet on the outside. Talking about an eyeshadow primer in 2019, like what year am I in? But the Anastasia eyeshadow primer, I've really been liking this, and I have oilier eyelids for whatever reason. I guess like all my oil collects right into my eyes, so if I don't wear eyeshadow primer, my eyeshadows just tend to not like last throughout the day and they don't look as good. And I like covering my veins, and this one is just like a really fucking white one. So if you're like darker complexion, I'm sure you wouldn't love this, but concealer works too. But I found that concealer tends to crease anyway, so I'll do like an eyeshadow primer, and this one is very good from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like I should mention one that didn't work for me, but I can't. Like, oh man, I know what's gonna go into my fails now that I think about it. Okay, for eyebrows, I have tried a goddamn lot of eyebrow pencils this year. I've really gone back into like eyebrow pencils, which is so crazy for me because like all last year all I did was use the Glossier Boy Brow. Now I really can't seem to do that unless I'm like not like wearing any makeup. But oh my gosh, you know, when I first started YouTube, look, we all have our things, you know, all have our things we're good at, and then we all have our things we're not as good at. Eyebrows were one of those things I was not good at, but I don't blame myself because my eyebrows were generally just hard to do because I mean, you can't tell now, but when they're going down, they're just uneven. Like this part of one of my eyebrows, I don't know which one right now. Yeah, it's this eyebrow. As you can see, it's a bit more full on this eyebrow, it just is, and this eyebrow in the front just doesn't want to stand up, so they're just very, very not symmetrical. They're not even twins, they're not cousins, they're not friends, they're enemies, okay? The mortal enemies. I have no problem with my brows when I don't have makeup on, but when I do have makeup on, it's very hard to do them. I've had other people do them for me. I've done them myself, so I know it's not just a me problem. Most people can't do my fucking eyebrows, and I couldn't do my eyebrows for a very long time, so, you know, I did the very bare minimum, and then, so I was using just like the Glossier Blur Brow last year, and somebody called me out on my video and said my brows were terrible, and I got really, really like, what the fuck? Like, who the fuck are you to tell me my eyebrows are terrible? But then I watched the video back, and I was like, wow. My brows actually were kind of terrible because the boy brow is good when like it's like fully saturated in product, but it tends to dry out very fast. I was trying to scrape the product out at the end, and then like it didn't keep my brows up, so it was like I had like marks of like brow product all over the top of my eyebrow, which was not a good look. And in 2019, I figured out how to do my brows thanks to Mel Thompson. Thank you, Mel. So I started using a brow pencil. I've tried lots of them. This Hourglass one is my favorite. It's a bit pricey, but the color is spot on for my brows. I find that the Benefit ones were too warm, and I can't use that anymore anyway because they're not cruelty free. They have so many colors, but none of the colors like I really was like, yeah, that's my brow color. The Fenty one I did also like, but not cruelty free. I don't think they're like in the iffy zone of cruelty free, so I'm just not going to use Fenty for now. So I went to Hourglass. They are cruelty free, and this color in ash is actually like such a good match. I've tried Hourglass pencils in the past, but I've only used like the angled one and felt no type of way about it. But when I went back as an adult, I've really come to appreciate this color in ash. I feel like my hair color, I know in the light it makes my hair look like black, but in actuality, my hair is very like a neutral, deep brown color, and my like inside of my hair is more black, and the outside of my hair is like a bit more brown, probably because of the UV rays that hit my fucking hair and make it lighter. I do like having black hair. Like my natural hair is very, very dark, but I don't want black brows because it's a lot, man. It's a lot. I was going through like experimenting with my brows, and I have some videos where I had to like, oh man, I was using the Nude 6 like black brow pencil, and I'm just like, oh, what the fuck, like it's too black for you, girl, for your hair, for your eyebrow hair, like what are you doing? But finally, ranting, but basically I really do like the colors of the Hourglass ones, and this ash one is the perfect match for me because it's a hint ashy, but it's not gray. It's like leaning black, but it's not black. It's very hard, okay? It's very hard. And if I'm being completely honest, 2019 was also the year I found out about brow gel, and this completely changed my life because it really hurt my feelings, but you know, fuck you, hater, because now my brows be looking fly, okay? Because I'm just kidding, but actually people have been asking me like how I do my brows, and that's not a comment I ever got in my life, okay? They just kind of look like, you know, they're natural. I went through like a pomade phase where they were too dark, and then I went through like just like a brow gel phase where they just look crazy, you know, and that's fine. Your brows are allowed to look crazy if you want, but when I have like a full face of makeup on, I do want them to look kind of uniform, and I found that brow gel is the only way to make them look uniform. All right. My brows are crazy. I know you can't tell, but I'm sure you can find a video where I'm not wearing makeup in the beginning, and I'm sure you can see like my brows, they do not want to look alike. If I'm being completely honest here, finding an eyebrow gel that compares to the Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This is what's like completely changed my life this year, but I can't use you anymore. I'm like holding on to this because once I'm through with this, I can't buy it anymore because they're not cruelty free. So I have settled for the Kelly Baker brow gel. Look, this is, I hate this packaging. This spoolie sucks, but the gel is good, and it takes a bit of finessing to use this, but you can get like a very similar look to the Benefit brow gel, and I'm hoping Benefit just goes cruelty free because I cannot deal. I like this, and this has been a cruelty free fave of the year, and I'm glad I have it. But if I'm being completely honest, I do wish I had the Benefit brow gel back because I love the brush on this. I love how it's a bit easier to apply. It doesn't flake as much as this one, but if you don't have like as stubborn eyebrow hairs as me, I feel like this one would be like a really good one. Yeah, eyebrows are a real problem for me. My hair just goes straight down, and I don't think people understand. They always tell me to use pomade and gel. If there was a product for brows, I have used them all, okay? I've tried it all. My brow hairs don't want to stay up unless it's like glued on there. And don't tell me to try hairspray, don't tell me to try pomade, don't tell me to try a different brow gel. I've tried them all. This is the only one that comes close, and felt like I should talk about it. It is cruelty free. I messaged the brand and they did respond that they are cruelty free, so go ahead and get you some if you want a cruelty free brow gel that's clear and good and amazing. Oh, it was just easy to like think about products I really love this year, and you know what, I could keep adding and making longer ad products I kind of like, but this is my yearly faves. This is what I reach for all the time, what I would recommend to my friends and to you guys, because you guys are my friends. So I hope 2020 will be just as great as the year. I'm planning on not spending as much money because I think I got a little crazy with YouTube. Like, if I'm being honest, like I just gave myself the excuse of buying makeup for YouTube, and I just wasn't being as conscious. And I felt like for a while I was just doing like new product. So it's really good to sit down and talk about some of my favorite products. That's what I want to do in 2020. I hope you guys have a great start to your year whenever you're watching this, and end to your year. Hope you guys had a great Christmas or holiday, whatever you celebrate, and thank you guys so much for supporting me this year. It's crazy. I know like 1,000 subscribers isn't like that much, but every like 100 subscribers I would gain, it just has meant so much. And that's so corny because like every YouTuber says that, but every like little milestone has been really exciting for me. I'm in no rush to be big or anything like that. I just like talking about makeup. I like putting on makeup, so it's crazy to me that I could even gain 1,000 subscribers that would want to watch about any of the things I talk about, because I feel like I'm really fucking boring sometimes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging in there, watching me grow. Hopefully I'll continue to grow. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. And please make sure to check out Anusheh. Let her know if you started subscribing to her, because me, you know, it's a little shout out or whatever, so she knows. And yeah, definitely check out her yearly faves. I'm so excited to watch her video because she probably will like say things and mention things that I completely forgot about, because she's a better YouTuber than me. I don't know what to say. Okay, bye. Love you guys.